The Battle of West Liberty and Hazel Green were fought on the exact same day. We chose to put them together because currently there is very little information available about them. We are hoping that this changes with time and we can delve more into these first skirmishes of the Civil War. All aboard the Kentucky-Tennessee Living Time Machine. Please fasten your seatbelts and keep your arms and legs inside of the vehicle at all times. But to get going, we need your help. We still need to fire up that time machine to transport us. Please help us by clicking on the like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons down below. Not only does this fire up the time machine for our flight back in time, but it convinces the YouTube algorithm that we need a bigger vehicle to reach more people who love history as much as you do. Now, back to our story. Union Brigadier General William Bull Nelson. As we have stated earlier in our Big Sandy Expedition video, Union Brigadier General William Bull Nelson publicly announced his headquarters at Camp Kenton near Washington, Kentucky. The purpose of this staging area was to end treason in Kentucky. Nelson would arm and equip volunteers. These troops would travel to the mouth of the Big Sandy River to protect the river flank of Brigadier General William S. Rosecrans in West Virginia. This would also allow Nelson to push against Zollicofter and hopefully drive him back to Knoxville, Tennessee. Nelson at Olympia Springs. The area is often called Olympia or Olympian and Mud Lick Spring and is located in Bath County, Kentucky. Nelson renamed it to Camp Gill after Harrison Gill, the owner of a renowned spa that sat 8 miles south of Owensville. McCormick's Gap had the Mount Sterling Pound Gap Road, Route 460, through it. This road was the gateway through the mountains. Nelson would have the following infantry divisions, which would have around 5,500 men and 12 units of Kentucky and Ohio infantry. Included in their number were the 16th Regiment Kentucky Volunteer Infantry, 2nd Ohio Infantry, 21st Ohio Infantry, 33rd Ohio Infantry, 59th Ohio Infantry, Battery D, 1st Ohio Light Artillery, and the 1st Ohio Cavalry, B Company. Nelson had assembled troops at Camp Dick Robinson. These troops had, unaware to Nelson, engaged Zollicofter's Confederate troops at Wildcat Mountain. While the Battle of Wildcat Mountain is not officially a part of the Big Sandy Expedition, it is worth mentioning that this battle will have a video of its own and had taken place on October 21st, 1861. The Battles of West Liberty and Hazel Green. Again, unaware that the Fort Dick Robinson troops had engaged Zollicofter on Tuesday, October 22, 1861, Nelson ordered Colonel Leonard A. Harris to advance 35 miles or 56 kilometers to West Liberty with 1,600 men who were part of the 2nd Ohio Infantry Regiment and company of the Union Cavalry and 2 pieces of artillery. The next day, Harris had engaged the surprised Confederate Morgan's Guards under the command of Captain Andrew Jack May. The Union forces captured civilian secessionists and released Unionists who were held as prisoners of war. After the battle was over, the Confederate side losses were 21 dead, 40 wounded, and 34 captured. The Union side only lost 2 wounded. Nelson, along with 3,500 men who were part of 2 companies of the 33rd Ohio Infantry and Artillery, had arrived at dawn on Wednesday, October 23, 1861, at Hazel Green, which was 12 miles south of West Liberty. It was there that Nelson engaged 200 Confederate troops in a brief battle. 38 of the Confederate troops surrendered. These are considered to be notable victories for the Union forces, as both West Liberty and Hazel Green are now under Union occupation. After the battles were completed, Nelson consolidated his troops at Licking Station, which is now Salyersville, Kentucky. He waited for his supply wagon trains to catch up to him before moving forward to reach Prestonsburg, Kentucky on October 31, 1861. When Nelson and his troops reached the Gibraltar of eastern Kentucky, they found it abandoned. They then pushed forward to Piketon, now Pikeville, Kentucky. There, they would engage the troops at Ivy Mountain on November 6, 1861. Thank you. We at Kentucky, Tennessee Living would like to thank you for watching our video series on the Appalachian Civil War battles. Don't forget to hit that like button, as the more likes we receive, the more likely YouTube is to suggest our videos to other viewers. Also, to receive notice when we upload a new video, be sure to subscribe and click the bell notification button. Be sure to double check that you are subscribed, as some of our viewers are finding that they are no longer subscribed to our channel. We thank you for continuing to support Kentucky, Tennessee Living as we are discovering the mysteries in Appalachian history.